Dallas Zoo is a 100-acre campus with two exhibit areas, the Wilds of Africa and Zoo North. Over 600,000 visitors enjoy the zoo annually. The zoo has 1,800 animals, representing 375 species. Of these, 18 species are considered dangerous: gorilla, chimpanzee, mandrill, lion, cheetah, caracal, rhinoceros, elephant, zebra, sable antelope, bongo, giraffe, camel, ostrich, cassowary, and tiger. Any of these animals could be potentially threatening to humans should they escape from their environments or if a human entered into an exhibit or enclosure. The safety of visitors, employees, and animals is the Dallas Zoo's primary concern. To respond to the escape of a dangerous animal, the Dallas Zoo has developed an Animal Emergency Procedures Manual. The manual outlines duties and responsibilities of all zoo employees during an animal emergency. Staff is placed on various emergency teams. Each team has a different responsibility. Quarterly field training sessions and employee debriefings focus on ways to improve efficiency. In an animal emergency, it is the non-emergency team's responsibility to escort visitors to safe places or off-zoo grounds. Safe places are lockable buildings or secured and lockable fenced areas. Close the gates that separate Zoo North from the Wilds of Africa. Restrict access to the area and establish a media staging area at the perimeter gates. Station 1, located in the administration building in the breezeway to Zoo North, is the communication center. Station 1 records all radio activity and notifies police, fire, and EMS units immediately following the code call. The emergency response team is comprised of the ERT leader and members of the emergency weapons team, immobilization team, and emergency operations team. The ERT leader establishes an emergency staging area for all teams as the first response to all Code Red or Black emergencies. Code Red: dangerous animals escaped on zoo grounds. Code Black: human is in a dangerous animal exhibit or enclosure. The emergency weapons team is comprised of zoo employees trained in the use of high-powered firearms to stop a dangerous animal. The team's arsenal includes 12-gauge shotguns, 30-06 rifles, 375 rifles, and 458 rifles. Members of the team may use these weapons to stop an animal if a human's life is in imminent danger of attack or if a dangerous animal is leaving the zoo grounds. It should be strongly noted that police service pistols will not kill dangerous animals. The emergency weapons team members have been trained in the kill points or vital organ shots required to stop each of the 18 dangerous animals. They also know the type of weapon and ammunition that will ensure a first-round kill. Team members are trained in the animal's behavior and characteristics to help them during an encounter. This information will be shared with the DPD supervisor on site. What may be an ideal weapon and ammunition for one species may be ineffective on another. For example, due to the shape of a gorilla skull, a shot to the head may ricochet off. For the safety of police officers and zoo response teams, it is imperative that officers do not enter into a closed area to assist with a capture or termination of an animal while on the zoo campus unless requested by the ERT leader. Immobilization team members are zoo veterinarians, veterinarian technicians, and hospital staff trained in the use of immobilization drugs and equipment. The first response to an escape is to corral or capture the animal. If this is not possible, the veterinarians will try to immobilize the animal by injecting sedatives with a special dart rifle. The drugs used are dangerous and even lethal to humans and should only be handled by a licensed veterinarian. The Emergency Operations Team Leader is the facilities or maintenance manager on duty. The team includes all construction staff and maintenance supervisors. EOT members pick up emergency supply boxes and equipment needed for an emergency. Equipment includes ladders, fire extinguishers, nets, vehicles, and other items. The team responds to any equipment or facility need requested by the ERT leader. In case of an animal emergency, the zoo officer will advise dispatch of the problem and proceed to the emergency staging area to coordinate with the ERT leader, obtain incident information and status of incident, advise a supervisor, direct responding elements, and make initial positioning assignments until a police supervisor arrives. The responding Dallas Police Supervisor will ask that airspace surrounding the zoo be cleared of helicopters, including Air One and the media. Aircraft tend to further excite an animal and could create a greater problem. Air One will be on standby to track an off-ground escape. The DPD supervisor will review the situation with the zoo's emergency response leader. Should the need arise, the use of the tactical response vehicle may be required. The DPD supervisor will also ensure notification and arrival of personnel to the appropriate areas and prepare a police response team. If a dangerous animal escapes the zoo's campus, DPD is in charge of the recapture or termination of the animal utilizing the expertise of the zoo staff. The police response team will escort the zoo's emergency weapons team and immobilization members off zoo grounds. DPD team members should be armed with shotguns. The DPD supervisor will coordinate marked squad cars to use their PA systems to warn area residents. The tactical division may be deployed as a response team or as an additional weapons team. All dangerous animals are unique and are unpredictable, dangerous, fast, and elusive. Allow the trained zoo personnel to assist in the capture operation. DPD personnel will use deadly force in compliance with policies, procedures, and information obtained from the zoo personnel. Remember, allow the zoo's trained professional staff to handle the recapture or destruction of a dangerous animal on zoo grounds. The primary responsibility of police personnel during an on-ground escape is to assist zoo personnel. The primary responsibility of police personnel shifts when a dangerous animal leaves zoo grounds. During an off-grounds escape, DPD personnel will work with the zoo's emergency operations personnel to recapture or terminate a threat to humans caused by the animal. The safe recapture of the animal is the desired outcome of any escape incident. However, the safety of all personnel and citizens is the primary concern. With cooperation and guidance from these basic plans, a dangerous situation can be handled successfully with minimal or no injuries.